Good morning. It is about 10:30 in the morning on day 2 of having Alton in the house. He is inside his igloo, way back there. Last night I got up several times to check on him because I knew once the lamp went out, the temperature was going to adjust, and I was trying to find that sweet spot for nighttime. So yesterday I marked on here 81 degrees. This was 81 degrees inside his igloo. We have the little sensor and we have our thermometer. So I marked it so I knew a good daytime temperature. So 81 degrees inside the igloo, and if he gets hot, he can come out. Last night when the lamp went out, I turned it up a little bit because I knew the temperature in the house was going to drop. We keep our house at 66 degrees. I came in before I went to bed at almost midnight maybe, and it was about 81 degrees. So I thought that I had found a good spot. Woke up at 5 o'clock this morning, came in, it was 84 degrees. So I adjusted my temperature gauge over there, came in at 10 o'clock this morning, and it was 86 degrees. Well, it turns out that instead of turning it up or turning it down, I turned it up. So now we're adjusting. I put it back on the setting that we had yesterday, and it's now dropped back down to 82.9 degrees. It's still falling a little bit. So the first day that you get your hedgehog, you really need to be able to provide constant supervision on temperature until you can find that sweet spot like we did. So the temperature now should drop back down to 81, or roughly 81, and then tonight we'll start playing with it again. To show you my complete setup, I got this cage from the breeder, and I got all the accessories from the breeder. So I have the large comfort wheel, the litter tray, the heat lamp that's just heat, no light, the igloo, the fleece strips so you can burrow in, the water bottle, the temperature gauge, the food dish, the toys, the fleece liners. Everything came from the breeder. She is excellent, and she's a local breeder here in Virginia. I had this nightstand that I wanted to put the cage on, and so I just organized it last night. I have his cuddle sack, an extra fleece liner, his food, a baby wipe container with extra baby wipes, and some paper towels. The baby wipes I use to wipe out the inside of the wheel, because if you don't know much about hedgehogs, while they're running on the wheel is when they go to the bathroom. So the wheel can get pretty gross. So I use the baby wipes to wipe it out, and I use the paper towels, as you can see, to line the litter pan, so it makes cleanup really easy. I've cleaned it up twice, and it's worked pretty good. He did go quite a bit last night once the light was out and the door was closed and it was quiet in here. And then in the bottom drawer, I just have the paperwork that the breeder gave me and the boxes for everything, the lamp, some extra light bulbs, and the box for the thermometer. So it's a great little station for all his stuff. Yesterday I went out and bought this lamp at Target. It was a little over $11. So it provides passive light up top, and then down here it provides more direct light to his cage. And I bought a cheap timer, and I'm talking about cheap. This thing was like $5. And all I did was, where the pins are out, right down here, that's when it comes on, and the pins that are in, that's when it goes off. So right now it's set from 7:30 in the morning to 8 o'clock at night, I think. So that way he can get plenty of light and know when it's time to sleep. So that's kind of our setup right now. I took him out of the cage last night, tried to hold him, had him in the kitchen with us when we were making dinner, crawled around on the floor a little bit. There was tons of smells in there because we were making a fish chowder, so tons of smells in there, and he was going, his little nose was going crazy. He's hissed at us quite a bit, and I think it's just because we're new and all new smells and sounds. But we powered through, and we refused to let him intimidate us. And I had him in my lap until, I don't know, 11 o'clock last night. So he's back in his cage this morning. I don't know how long he's been sleeping. He was sleeping at 5:30 or 5 when I got up in his litter pan. So we have to try to figure out a way to make that stop. So I took him out of the litter pan and put him outside his igloo, and then at some point he went inside his igloo. So stay tuned for more adventures of Alton the Hedgehog in the Mainzer Benson house.